could you please tell us something about your forthcoming ventures? I think you're having The Hungry, which is based on a
The
Shakespeare
Hungry is
play,
based
like
on
a
Shakespeare's
lesser known Shakespeare.
Titus Andronicus. It's a little known Shakespeare play which no one seems to have read.
Right.
And I'm not surprised because it's not a very pleasant play. It's his first play. It's a tragedy and it's a very brutal, ghastly, gruesome story. Adapted very nicely to the small town mafiosi of UP.
Right, sir.
The landlords, the super rich industrialists, and so on, who people these small towns. The kind of brutality that happens, and I mean, I'm from such a family myself, so I've seen incidents of this kind happening in my own family. It's been directed by Bornila Chatterjee, who's a first-time filmmaker,
Right.
and I was absolutely delighted with the way the film went. We completed it a day ahead of schedule, within budget, very small budget, financed by Film London
Okay.
to celebrate Shakespeare's 400th or 500th birth anniversary or death, I don't know. Every year they're celebrating something about Shakespeare. So they financed this movie and I'm really looking forward to it.
Right. And so can you please talk about Da, for example? That's a Gujarati play where you're playing a cameo. Da. Right. Da.
Yeah, the film is called Dha.
Right.
It's about a group of children who fail in their exams.
Right.
And they see a jadugar, so they go to the jadugar to ask him कि हमें कुछ जादू दिखाओ कि हम एग्जाम में कैसे पास हो जाएं.
Correct.
So the jadoo which the jadugar teaches them is the most interesting part of it. And they end up passing their exams. It's a very sweet, very gentle and entertaining movie. Not a children's movie, but it has children in the main lead.
Right.
I have a brief appearance as the jadugar.
As a Jadugar. So what are the other assignments that you're having?
In films, none. I've acted in Begum Jaan.
Correct.
2 scenes in Begum Jaan with
Right, that is
Vidya.
Srijit Mukherjee's
Srijit's film.
Vidya Bhatt.
Yeah, and Dha. And there's another film made by Azan Khan, son of Mazhar and Zinat,
Okay.
called Bankster, which I did last year, which is not yet released. And this film, which is tentatively titled Kuch Ummeedein Aisi,
कुछ उम्मीदें ऐसी
yeah, which is again about children and about old age, and it's a very sweet film. Apart from this, I don't have any other movies on hand
Right.
because I'm going to be starting on a play which I'm doing, which I will be performing continuously for 2 months.
Right.
I've always wanted to do this.
Right.
Give my actors the experience of performing the same show every night for 2 months. So it'll be opening in September at the Experimental Theatre
Right.
and then at the Prithvi Theatre. It's a play called The Father,
The Father. Okay.
and I'll be directing it and acting it.
Okay. And so it is widely known that theatre is something that gives you maximum happiness.
Yeah.
Somehow you find that to be closest to your heart. Is it something that keeps you going in terms of finding new vistas?
I enjoy it.
Keep on discovering. Right.
That's the only reason I do it. I like to do what I enjoy. If I feel this movie will be enjoyable to do, I do it. It could be enjoyable for any reason. It could be enjoyable because it's a great script, because it has a great character, because it has a lot of money, because it's being shot in an interesting location or anything. It has to be enjoyable. And I find theatre extremely enjoyable. Acting in movies, I'm finding less and less enjoyable as I get older.
Right. And so your autobiography is something that it's been a bestseller. It is something that people have really admired, and primarily because of the honesty with which you've written about almost anyone and everyone, including yourself. You've been brutally honest about yourself in terms of analyzing yourself. Can we have like a theatrical production or based on your books?
Not by me. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I've even been asked about the film rights, but I'm not parting with the film rights. I don't want... well, if someone like Shekhar Kapoor wants to make it, I'd agree. But there aren't too many other directors who I'd happily give it to.
Right, but Shekhar Kapoor, maybe I think you've told me this earlier as well, sir. That if Shekhar Kapoor
Shekhar is probably the only one.
But he doesn't.
Sai Paranjpe. If Sai wanted to make it,
yeah.
I would let her make it. But I can't think of too many other people.
Right. Katha is being remade.
Oh God, it has been remade, I believe.
Right.
Yes, by somebody or the other.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see it. There's talk of remaking Masoom, remaking Sparsh. I don't know. If they want to remake it, let them remake it.
Have you seen Kabil recently? They had a, So, how do you look at it, sir? Because most of the films which are made, like say, if a film on, say, blind people is made, the reference point becomes Sparsh, for example, and even when it comes to Katha, for example, everyone knows precisely how you acted, and you and Farooq Saab, the sort of camaraderie that you guys had shared, and many would find it that it was opposites, because Farooq Saab's personality was more quieter, and you were
Yeah, she wanted
naturally
to
boisterous.
cast against type.
Yeah, and that I think worked brilliantly.
Yeah.
So how do you look at this aspect, sir? That all those things are so fresh, people still refer to them, and
How do I look at what?
that entire thing that if there is a reference point, it goes back to your movie somehow. Jaane bhi do yaaro, Sparsh, Katha, somehow
Well,
all those references.
I'm proud of the fact that those movies are still remembered 35 years after they were made. Albert Pinto, which no one has seen. Everybody knows the title, but no one has seen it. Sparsh is remembered over the years. It wasn't very successful when it was released, nor was Jaane Bhi Do Yaro. It was a moderate success.
Right.
Over the years, it has become a cult. But that happens. I mean, every generation successively influences the next generation.
Right.
So I haven't seen Kabil. I really don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if young Hrithik has given a very good performance.
He is excellent.
Because he's a very hard-working actor, and I really like him.
So thank you very much for your time, and looking forward to Irada. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, sir. That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.